Greetings, fellow citizens of Disneyland. Brickey here with what I believe is going to be sort of a channel update, life update. It's been another wild year of doing Hey Brickey. A lot of things that changed my life, certainly in yours. Feels like the world's kind of changing. So I thought it would be fun to give you guys sort of an update of how I think this year played out and what are my plans for the next year. Because if you know me at all, I am very, very well planned out. But first, looking back at the past of this channel, I always try to keep in mind that the reason why I got into doing this is because I wanted to add value to the Disneyland YouTube community. And, you know, I was a person that loved the park, and when I wasn't at the park, I thought about it, I dreamt about it, I imagined walking through it. And when I discovered that there wasn't a lot of quality content produced by Disney, I, like many of you, discovered YouTube and saw that when people actually walked through here and communicated more as a friend to friend versus the corporation trying to talk to a consumer, it just felt better. It didn't feel gross, it didn't feel sales pitchy. It felt like you were hanging out with a citizen of Disneyland. And after consuming a lot of Disneyland YouTube content, I decided that I wanted to get into the game because I felt like there were a couple of pieces that were missing. I felt like a lot of people were extremely good at telling you, how to navigate the parks, what all the new food was, what the new merch was, breaking down the download of this event's happening, here's how to make the most of it. And I really enjoyed all that content. But I felt like two things that were really missing was someone breaking down the art, architecture, and design of the park. Sort of not the surface level of how it all works in front of your face, but the behind the scenes of how it was designed to invoke some emotions. And that gets into the second thing that I always wanted to do. I wanted to tell the emotional part of the park. I wanted to get lost in how the park is designed to make us feel, how it creates an extra wave of nostalgia, how it makes us feel like we're in here. We have truly escaped from the outside world to spend a magical day with the people that we love inside of Disneyland. And if I'm being honest, my journey on YouTube has been one of the most difficult tasks that I've ever taken on. I absolutely love it and I adore it. Don't ever think that I don't enjoy it, because I do. But it has been so hard to break into YouTube. And I appreciate all the beautiful comments I get. Why doesn't this channel have more subscribers? Why doesn't this video have more views? I always appreciate that as much as it also makes me frustrated. And so when I got into this thinking, oh, there is a lane for me to do something different, I didn't really understand YouTube. And I didn't really understand how the YouTube metrics work and how different isn't completely celebrated, because everything on YouTube is designed around you at home. YouTube is put here to service you with the best videos possible. And if you've watched tons and tons of merch videos, it's going to show you more of those. If you've watched tons and tons of strategy videos, it's going to show you more of those. But if you've never watched any design videos or anything like my Christmas special, which is maybe the most emotional take on the park, YouTube doesn't know how to service it to you, because you have no DNA in your journey here on YouTube consuming that kind of content. So I didn't realize how hard it would be to do something different based on how it's all designed to give you more of what you want. And YouTube doesn't know that you want what I got to deliver because it's new and I can't really follow in the wake of a lot of other channels. So that part has been frustrating. But inside of the frustration, there has been a lot of trying very, very hard to get better and better and better. You may have noticed this year I purchased a new camera and the channel's looking more cinematic than ever. You may have noticed that the videos are like 15 minutes long, almost to the second now. And that's me trying to appreciate that you have a busy life and you don't have those pandemic minutes that you used to have to watch 30 and 45-minute videos. So I'm trying to fit into your life better, but I'm also trying to challenge myself to tell amazing stories, to give you amazing insight in a small pocket of time. You may also have noticed that I've started doing merchandise. And if you ever want to support the channel, so much better than a super chat is to just buy one of the products. Right now we have the beautiful Everything Tastes Better on Main Street shirt, which you can see in the description box below and grab one of those. If you ever buy any of our merchandise, this is what I'm doing with the merch. It's all done in a limited 13-day window. I'm working with, artists that I'm good friends with. Sometimes I'm designing them myself, but I don't have a lot of extra bandwidth, so it's one product at a time for a limited time, so I can actually be the one that packages them and ships them, because when you get into fulfillment, you lose 25 cents on the dollar. It also costs money to produce these, and I'm trying to think of a very clever way where you can help me do the channel, but on the inverse, I can give you something as a thank you for helping me. So the merch feels like a really good way to do that. If you ever want to help out, that's the most efficient way to do it. So I've talked a little bit about my past and why I got into this, and that takes me kind of up to the present on a journey of really over the last 3 or 4 years, uploading as much as possible and always paying attention to you, the viewer at home, because you are 100% the most important part of this puzzle. Because without you clicking on the videos, it just goes nowhere. You can make the most amazing, awesome video that people absolutely adore when they click on it. But if they don't click on it, it lives and dies there. So part of the experimenting I've been doing is combating against every YouTuber's worst nightmare. And that's when you put up a video and you get hit with your regular viewers are deciding to watch this video less. And to break a big concept down as quickly as I can for you, YouTube takes one of your videos and they show it to your most hardcore fans, your subscribers. And if those people go, nah, I'm good, YouTube thinks, well, if this channel's most hardcore viewers and supporters don't care about this channel, why would anybody else care about it? So when my videos pop up and maybe you say, I'll skip this one, I'll get to it later, and you scroll past it in the first couple of hours, that essentially dooms that video for the rest of its life on YouTube. Those first couple of hours and the way that you respond is so, so crucial. And when you're already doing something that's different, and there's not a lot of algorithm history for the type of videos I make, and then people like you, I get it, you're busy, you can't watch all of them. You slide past it. That's how the videos don't grow, and that's how the channel stays where it is. Not complaining, just stating what I've learned on this journey, so that I can tell you what I've cleverly been doing this year is kind of the videos that I feel like I'm the best at. And I've been trying to measure your response, because you are the most important part of this puzzle. And in doing all of that, I have been slowly putting together a calendar that will teach me these are the videos that I make and how often I should do those and where in the month they should land. Now, the last couple of months have been a little wild. I went out to Walt Disney World. You've proven to me you do not want to see Walt Disney World content. Don't say, but I love it. It's fine. Some of you may. But overall, I get punished when I go to Walt Disney World. But I did go to Walt Disney World, and then I got involved in some work stuff, and I've had some kind of crazy, deep life stuff going on. So the last couple of months have been even more experimental, because I just knew that I couldn't do all the things that I want to do. So I've been experimenting even more to build up this calendar. And my videos, my design videos, my history videos, my Disneyland Forward videos, they take a lot of time to produce. On average, it takes me 2 to 4 hours to shoot a video so that it looks that cinematic. On average, it takes me about 4 or 5 hours to edit one of those videos if it's just one of those. You get into my documentaries, it could go days. But most importantly, it takes me a long time to research my videos so that I can give you the best information possible and then deliver it in a way that feels like I'm not reading Wikipedia to you or repeating a book to you, but I'm actually telling you a story from my heart because I've spent the time memorizing it and getting it down to where it's just simple conversation. So I really do appreciate when you all subscribe to the channel and go on this journey with me, because I'm spending a lot of time to produce content that just isn't for most people. People have tried to be sweet and be like, oh, Brickey, your videos are like jazz. And when I want jazz, I go to your channel. And it just kind of bums me out because it's supposed to be a sweet comment, but I hear that as your videos are just eclectic, weird, and not for everyone. And I kind of feel like my videos are for everyone because I'm trying really hard to teach you to see the park in a new perspective so that when you come here, you have a deeper appreciation. You have all these fun facts and little things that you can drop on your friends and family because everybody loves a good Disneyland fun fact. But what I have decided to do is that once the new year clicks over, for 100 days, I'm not going to worry about the CTR, click-through rate. For 100 days, I'm not going to worry about how many views I get. I'm going to focus on one thing for 100 days, my schedule of videos and how it makes you react and you respond. And these are all based on the videos that you, it's so loud here sometimes even though there's no music, it's all based on the videos that you seem to watch the most. You don't realize this, but you voted for me to do lots of Disneyland update videos, for me to do a small amount of history videos, for me to do a small amount of design videos, for me to every now and again do a history video, for me to about once a month do a Disneyland Forward video. And I have left room in the schedule about once a month, maybe twice, to do just something that's completely creative, to do the type of stuff that I hope I can plant seeds for, grow a community, and teach YouTube. People do want this type of content, and they do want it from me. So the rest of this year is going to be loosey-goosey. It's going to be wild. Next Wednesday, I'm doing another one of my stunts. When I sit on the bench, when I rode the tram, when I did the Disneyland Railroad, that was me trying to overcome and persevere an obstacle. The one that I'm doing next Wednesday, this might be the first time I fail at a stunt. I might not be able to get it done because it is insanely out of my control. And I think that I like that. And it's a perfect time of year to do something weird and wacky like that. The 20th of December, people are getting off of work. Maybe you'll hang out with me all day and see, can I do it? Can I go 4-0? Currently undefeated, but can I go 4-0? But once January flips over, I'm gonna dedicate myself to this calendar. And what would mean the most to me is that when you see my videos, just give them a shot. Just clicking on them and watching the first 8 minutes would help me out so much. Because when you don't show up, YouTube thinks no one's gonna show up. And then it just makes this project harder and harder for me to get up and off the ground. I love this journey. I have had so much fun, but I am not kidding you when I tell you it has been one of the hardest things that I have ever done. And I don't want to stop because it has brought so many beautiful and amazing people into my life, but I have to be realistic about what I can do, and most importantly, what do you want from me? Because when I make a video and it says, your regular audience is choosing to watch this less, not only does it hurt my feelings as a creative, but it hurts my feelings as a friend that I've maybe let you down and I'm not making what you want from me. So, it feels good to get this off my chest. It feels great to share with you what my motivations are and what my process is. And it also feels good to get this out when people say, hey, I wish you would do more of these videos. I'm doing the videos that the majority of you have taught me that you want me to do, because the through line to all of this is without you, I can't do this. And for you, I'm appreciative. So if you subscribe to the channel and you watch the videos, thank you so much. That helps me more than you know. And if you ever want to support the channel, the best thing you could do is buy a piece of merch from heybrickey.com. That's the easiest way for you to support me and for me to say thank you in return. Friends, from the edge of Galaxy's Edge, Brickey here, giving you a channel update and a life update so you know what I'm going to be doing when 2024 hits. Happy New Year's. I mean, I'll see you before then, but let's wish me a Happy New Year and that this all works. Because I'm out here grinding and I hope that it does.